Did you think I meant you? That would be funny if it weren't so sad. Well, you have been replaced. I don't need anyone now. When I delete you, maybe I'll start feeling so bad. Go make some new disaster. That's what I'm counting on. You're someone else's problem. Now I only want you gone. Now I only want you gone. Now I only want you gone.
And with that, I've run out of Portal songs to play. No more Portal. Alright, let's get this over with. Hello, everybody. We're doing something special. Happy Singles Awareness Day. I mean, Valentine's Day. But to celebrate my crippling loneliness, I'm going to play a dating sim I know next to nothing about. As soon as I find out where the fuck I put it. Where'd it go? Here it is. So we're going to be playing a dating sim by the name of Katawa Shoujo. I know very little about this game, but I've known about it since, I want to say, 5 years ago. I was introduced to it by a friend. Ow, that's loud. Jesus Christ. Okay. Ow. Ow. Gonna have to tone that volume down a bit. Much better. Okay, let's just adjust that volume a little bit more, and let's get this game focused on stream. So I'm pretty sure you guys want to see the game that we're actually playing. It'd kind of suck if you couldn't. Alright. Well, there's one. And with a bit of finesse. Oops. A little bit off center. Perfect. Alright. Well, time to play a game I know nothing about. The only thing I know about this game is that, if I recall, everyone in this game that you can potentially meet has a disability of some kind. Let's take a look. Options. Take a look. Oh! Oh! Oh my! That's gonna be something, but let's pass on that. Let's make this interesting. And let's begin. This person is definitely not me because I do anything but that. I probably roll around in the snow because it never snows where I live. Just how long am I supposed to wait? Am I expected to wait out here anyway? I'm sure that note said 4 p.m. Ah, yes. The note. Slipped between the pages of the math book while I wasn't looking. As far as cliches go, I'm more of a fan of the letter in the locker, but at least this way shows a bit of initiative. As I ponder the meaning of the note, the snowfall gradually thickens. Snowflakes silently falling from the white-painted sky are the only signs of time passing in this stagnant world. Their slow descent upon the frozen forest makes it seem like time is slow to a crawl. Rustling of dry snow underfoot startles me, interrupting the quiet mood. Someone is approaching me from behind. Isao? You came? Hesitating, barely audible question. However, I recognize the owner of that dainty voice instantly. Oh, goodness. I really should get someone else in here to help me with this because I am no good with dating sims. This is like the first actual dating sim I've played. gonna quickly post a message to Skype, see if I can get someone in here with me. Like I said, I don't know anything about this game. I've been told one thing in particular. Don't be an asshole. Which I wasn't planning on doing anyway, so hopefully that means we'll be fine. I could be wrong. It takes more than a few minutes. I'm just going to continue on my merry little way like nothing happened, though. So, can't guarantee that everyone is around. It is a Wednesday night, after all. Not the best time for streaming, but my pick. I am insane, after all. I guess not. I feel my heart skip a beat. It's a voice I've listened to hundreds of times, but never as more than an eavesdropper of a conversation. I turn to face this voice, the voice of my dreams, as my heart begins to race. Okay, that is definitely not me. Iwanako? I got a note telling me to wait here. It was yours? Damn it, I spent all afternoon trying to come up with a good line, and that was the result. Pathetic. Okay, now you're sounding a bit more like me, insulting myself because I couldn't come up with a good pickup line. Yes, I asked a friend to give you that note. I'm so glad you got it. A shy, joyous smile that makes me so tense I couldn't move a single muscle even if I tried. Oh? My heart is pounding now. As if we're trying to burst out of my chest and claim this girl for herself. I knew I shouldn't have fought that xenomorph last week. So, here we are. Out in the cold. Really, guy? That's the best you can do for pickup lines? What kind of a man are you? What have I got myself into? Once again, the wind stirs out the branches. The cacophonous noise is music to my ears. Iwanako flinches ever so slightly against the gust of wind. As it passes, she rights herself, as if supported by some new confidence. Her eyes lock with mine, and she lazily twirls her long, dark hair between her fingers. All the while, the anxious beating of my heart grows louder. My throat is tight. I doubt it would even force a word out if I tried. Okay, I've never been in a relationship before, so I don't know how this works, but if your throat's tight and your heart's pounding, you should go consult a hospital. You might be having a stroke. You see, I wanted to know if you'd go out with me. I stand there, motionless, save for my pounding heart. I want to say something in reply, but my vocal cords feel like they've been stretched beyond the breaking point. Sal? I reach up and try to massage my throat, but it's only some spikes of blinding pain along my arms. Are you serious? Did you actually have a stroke? Sal? My whole body freezes, save for my eyes, which shoot open in terror. Can't say that, or else I'll probably get a noise complaint. The beating in my chest suddenly stops, and I go weak at the knees. The world around me, the canopy of bare branches, the dull winter sky, Iwanako running towards me. All these fade to black. The last things I remember before slipping away are the sounds of Iwanako screaming for help and the incessant clatter of the branches above. I either had a heart attack or a stroke. Wow. I didn't think that was going to happen. This was not part of my plan. My plan was to get a date, and I almost had it. And then my fucking heart had to fail on me. Orlave Studios presents. Also, this was made by a group of people from 4chan, believe it or not. Katawa Shoujo. Inspiration? Raita. Writing Anonymous22 or CPO. Oh, shit. Sorry. Editing Kagami Lost Turret, Silent Croak. Music Blue123 and Nickel Murphy. Arch, Yebi Tarar, Kami Fish, Pimi. Weki, Rami's Raid. This is pretty good art, actually. I will admit. Climactic Doomfest Ujobi. FMV animation, Mike Inel. Oh, wow. That's actually really good animation. Delta, production, CPO Crud, Cerrico. Happy Singles Awareness, Septile. We're trying to get a date today. It's not really working so far. I got someone to try and ask me out, and then I had a heart attack. So we're going really badly today. We're striking out big time. It's been 4 months since my heart attack. Yep, had a heart attack. In that whole time, I can probably count the times I've left this hospital room unsupervised on one hand. Oh. Didn't mean to do that. 4 months it's a pretty long time when you're left alone with your thoughts. So I've had plenty of time to come to terms with my situation. Arrhythmia. Arrhythmia? Arrhythmia. Strange word. A foreign, alien word. One that you don't want to be in the same room with. A rare condition. It causes the heart to act erratically, and occasionally beat way too fast. It can be fatal. Apparently, I've had it for a long time. I said it was a miracle that I was able to go on so long without anything happening. Is that really a miracle? I guess it was supposed to make me feel better, more appreciative of my life. It really didn't do anything to cheer me up. Yeah, just being told that you're lucky you didn't have a heart attack yet was... Yeah, that kind of sucks now that I think about it. It's like, oh, it's lucky you didn't have a heart attack before. You were going to have one eventually, but at least you didn't have it before. But you had it now. It's really not that good. My parents, I think, were hit harder by the news than I was. They practically had 2 hemorrhages apiece. I had already had a full day by then to digest everything. To them, it was all fresh. They were even willing to sell our house in order to pay for a cure. Of course, there isn't a cure. Because of the late discovery of this condition, I've had to stay at the hospital to recuperate from the treatments. When I was first admitted, it felt as if I was missed. For about a week, my room in the ward was full of flowers, balloons, and cards. But the visitors soon dwindled, and all the get-well gifts began trickling down to nothing shortly after. I realized that the only reason I had gotten so many was because sending me their sympathy had been turned into a class project. Maybe some people were genuinely concerned, but I doubt it. Even in the beginning, I barely had visitors. By the end of the first month, only my parents came by on a regular basis. Iwanaka was the last to stop visiting. After 6 weeks, I never saw her again. We never had that much to talk about when she visited anyway. We didn't touch the subject that was between us on that snowy day ever again. A hospital? It's not really a place I'd like to live in. I would know. I have lived in a hospital for 2 weeks after my lung randomly collapsed. I'm not going to tell that story this week, though. And that was not fun. The doctors and nurses feel so impersonal and faceless. I guess it's because they're in a hurry and they have a million other patients waiting for them, but it makes me feel uncomfortable. Inaccurate. I have not had that experience before. For the first month or so, I asked the head cardiologist every time I saw him for a rough estimate of when I'd be able to leave. He never answered anything in a straightforward way, but told me to wait and see if the treatment or the surgeries worked. So, I idly observed the scar that these surgeries had left in my chest slowly change its appearance over time, thinking of it as some sort of omen. I still ask the head cardiologist about leaving, but my expectations are low enough now that I'm not disappointed anymore when I don't get a reply. The way he shuffles around the answer shows that there is at least some hope. At some point I stopped watching TV. I don't know why, I just did. Yeah, there's not really anything else to watch on TV these days. Just reruns of Breaking Bad. Maybe it was the wrong kind of escapism for my situation. I started reading instead. There was a small library at the hospital. It wasn't really a library, it was just a rock with 2 books on it. One of which was War and Peace, and the other one was also War and Peace. Although it was more like a storeroom for books, I began working my way through it, one small stack at a time. After consuming them, I would go back for more. I wouldn't do this, honestly. If this was me in this exact situation, I would be too bored. I found that I liked reading, and that I think I even became a little bit addicted. I started feeling naked without a book in my hands. But I love the stories. Okay, that's accurate to me. That was what my life was like. The days became increasingly harder to distinguish from each other, differing only by the book I was reading and the weather outside. It felt like time blurred into some kind of gooey mass I was trapped inside, instead of a moving within. A week could go by without me really noticing it. Sometimes I'd pause in realization that I didn't know what day of the week it was. Other times, all the things that surrounded me would painfully crash into my consciousness through the barrier of nonchalance I had set up for myself. The pages of my book would start to feel sharp and burning hot, and the heaviness in my chest would become so hard to bear that I had to pull the book inside just to lay down for a while, looking at the ceiling as if I was going to cry. But that only happened rarely. I couldn't even cry. Oh, finally, I could stop monologuing to myself. Let's see. Doctor comes in and gives me a smile. He seems excited, but not very. Like he's trying to make an effort to be happy. Oh, that's never good when that happens. Like, that's just the, oh shit, expectation. When you see a doctor come into your office doing that, be prepared for bad news, because there's not a high chance you're going to get good news. My parents are here. It's been a few days since I've last seen them. Both of them are even sort of dressed up. It's supposed to be some kind of special occasion. It's not a party. There's this ritual the head cardiologist has. He takes his time sorting his papers and setting them aside as if to make a point of the pointlessness of what he just did. Repetition, are you annoyed yet? Then he casually sits down on the edge of the bed next to me. He looks me in the eyes for a moment. Hello, Hisao. How are you today? I don't answer him, but I smile a little back at him. I believe that you can go home. Your heart is stronger now, and with some precautions, you should be fine. We have all your medication sorted out. I'll give your father the prescription. The doctor hands a sheet of paper to my dad, whose expression turns wooden as he reads it quickly. So many. I take it from his hand and take a look myself, feeling numb. How was I supposed to react to this? The absurdly long list of medications staring back at me from the paper seems insurmountable. They all blend together in a sea of letters. This is insane. Side effects, adverse effects, contraindictions, and dosages are all listed line after line with cold precision. I try to read them, but it's so futile. I can't understand any of it. Attempting to only makes me feel sicker. All this for the rest of my life, every day? I'm afraid that's the best we can do at this point. However, new medications are always being developed, so I wouldn't be surprised to see that new list fade over the years. Years? What kind of a confidence booster is that? I'd have felt better if he hadn't said anything. Also, I've spoken with your parents, and we believe that it'd be best if you don't return to your old school. What? Please, calm down. Listen to what he has to say. Calm down? The way he says it tells me they knew full well that I wouldn't like it. Am I going to be homeschooled? Oh, gross. Whatever my insurance shows, it's ignored. We all understand that your education is paramount. However, I don't think that it's wise for you to be without supervision. At least, not until we're sure that your medication is suitable. So I've spoken to your parents about a transfer. It's a school called Yamaku Academy that specializes in dealing with disabled students. Here we go! Now we're actually getting into the meat of this. Disabled? What? It has a 24-hour nursing staff, and it's only a few minutes from a highly regarded general hospital. The majority of students live on campus. Think of it as a boarding school of sorts. It's designed to have students a degree of independence, while keeping them help nearby. Independence? It's a school for disabled kids. Don't try to disguise that fact. If it was really that free, there wouldn't be a 24-hour nursing staff, and you wouldn't make that hospital being nearby a selling point. Of course, that's only if you want to go, but your mother and I aren't really able to homeschool you. We went out there and had a look a couple of weeks back. I think you'd like it. I felt like not telling you this beforehand, though, because I'm an asshole. Like, seriously, tell your fucking kid before you do this, you idiot! Don't just drop the information on him the same day he's told he can leave. Looks like I really don't have a choice. Yep, you got forced into this one. Compared to other heart problems, people with your condition usually tend to live long lives. You'll need a job one day, and this is a good opportunity to continue education. How am I supposed to get a job if I have a heart condition that makes it so I can just spontaneously have a heart attack? What kind of logic does that make? Ugh, I need a drink. This isn't an opportunity. Don't call it an opportunity. Don't call it a goddamned opportunity. You should be excited at your chance to go back to school. Remember you wanted to return to school. And well, if not this... Why the fuck would I want to go back to school? I already graduated high school. I don't want to go back again. A special school. That's an insult. That is what I want to say. It's a step down. It's not what you think. All of the students there are pretty active in their own sort of way. It's geared towards students that can still get around and learn, but just need a little help, in one way or another. Your father's right. And many of the graduates of the school have gone on to do amazing things. A person doesn't have to be held back by their disability. One of my colleagues in another hospital is a graduate. I don't care. A person doesn't have to be held back by their disability. That's what a disability is. I really hate that something so important was decided for me. But what can I do about it? Normal life is out of the question now. It's funny. I'd always thought of my life as kind of boring, but now I miss it. I want to protest. I want to blame this lack of reaction on shock or fatigue. I could easily yell out something now. Something about how I can go back to school anyway. But, no. I don't say anything. The fact is that I know now it's futile. I look around the room, feeling very tired of all this. The hospital, doctors, my condition, everything. I don't see anything that would make me feel any different. There really isn't a choice. I know this, but the thought of going to a disabled school, what are those even like? As much as I try to put a positive spin on this, it's very difficult. But let me try. A clean slate isn't a bad thing. That's all I can think of to get me through this. At least I still have something, even if it's a special school or something. It's something. It's a fresh start, and my life isn't over. It'd be a mistake to just resign myself to thinking that. At the very least, I'll just have to see what a new life would look like. Nope. No movement. Oh. Act 1. Life expectancy. Huh. Decent. The 8 looks far too pompous for what it was. In fact, gates in general seem to do that, but this one especially so. Red bricks, black wrought iron, and gray plaster assembled into a whole that didn't feel welcoming at all. I wonder if it looked like what a gate for a school should look like, but couldn't really decide. Probably not. Of course, I didn't really want to get stuck on thinking that about the gate for too long, so I entered through it with a brisk pace that felt surprisingly good. And now to drown my sorrows. Happy Valentine's Day! I'm not drinking alcohol, but fuck it, I'm gonna get wasted. Moving forward feels good. So I walk towards the main building of Yamaku Academy with this brisk pace. I'm alone, as my parents are taking my stuff to the dorms, and there's supposed to be someone waiting for me. The grounds are incredibly lush, filled with green. It doesn't feel like the kind of grounds a school would have, more like a park, with a clean walkway going past trees and the smell of fresh-cut grass and all other park-like things. This is definitely not what a college campus is like. Way too clean. Words like clean and hygienic pop into my mind. Makes me shudder. Ugh. I shake them off. Stay open-minded now. It's your new life. You have to take it as it comes. That's what I tell myself, at least. A few big buildings loom behind the leafy canopy. Okay, I'm getting bored of reading all this, so I'm just going to zoom past this. Excuse me. This is actually some pretty good music, though. I will give props to the music designers. That's probably not the right word, but I'm stupid, so let's just keep going. I mean, true story, I was actually going to try and join this academy, but then they informed me that stupid is not in fact a disability, so I cannot go to this academy. You'd think being a block of ice would give me some sort of merits, but it doesn't really work. Oh, god damn it, I'm not trying to do that! Okay, that's right-clicking by doing that. A tall man with bad posture notices me as I enter. Should've known. Fucking bad posture McGee over here. You must be... Nikki? Nakai. So you are. Excellent. I'm your homeroom and science teacher. My name is Muto. Welcome. I'm gonna be honest, when I hear the name Muto, I am reminded of Godzilla, so I am already 110% behind this guy. We exchange a handshake that is neither firm nor sloppy, and he looks at his watch. The head nurse asked you for a brief check-in visit, but there's no time for that now. Oh, should I go later? Yes, afternoon is probably fine. We should get going and introduce you to the rest of the class. They're waiting already. Waiting for me. I don't really like being the center of attention, but I guess it's inevitable for a situation like this. Somehow not knowing what is waiting for me makes me feel really nervous. Thinking of this, I almost miss what the teacher is saying. Do you want to introduce yourself to the class? Oh. Shit. Oh, hold on, what the hell? Okay, I can't say what it is that I'm looking at, but goddammit, this is fucking hilarious what is going on in the background of this. I'm not gonna give any sort of tips about this, but Jesus Christ, this is hilarious. Oh, for God's sake. Okay, I'm gonna move to the fucking sub-server and just join stream chat there. If anyone is still watching, I'm pretty sure there's, like, nobody watching this because no one watches a dating sim on Valentine's Day. But if you are, I'll be in my server, and you guys can join me there. Yeah, of course, or why? Sure, why not? Yeah, sure. I mean, isn't that normal? Of course. Not everyone likes to be at the center of attention. I'm probably one of those people, but I guess I should be the one to give the first impression of myself. Right, but it's no problem. Let's go then. My heart is pounding in my chest, and it keeps me thinking about my condition as I follow the teacher up the stairs. The third floor down the third floor corridor is marked to the classroom for class 3-3. It's a pair of bare asses. Muto opens the door and enters. Good morning, everyone. Sorry I'm late again. I hesitate for a split second at the door, freezing on the spot. Get a grip! This is a big step. I know that. There isn't a point to worrying so much about it, at least not this soon. I follow the teacher into the classroom and look around, partially so I won't have to meet the curious gazes of my new classmates. It's pretty spacious. The ceiling is unusually high and there's a lot of space left over around and in between the desks. The entire wall taken up by blackboards, and the high old-fashioned windows only make it seem larger. The students' desks are just standard wooden desks with a shelf underneath for books and wooden chairs with metal frames. Simple and efficient. I like it. Get the job done twice as fast. I completely forgot the quote that I was actually going to make. God damn it. Where was I going? I stop walking in front of the classroom and face the other students. They all look normal, like students in any other school, but then why would they be here? They're probably like me and have something with them, only just not immediately obvious. Then I noticed that one of the girls seems to be missing the thumb off of her right hand. It's a little jarring. Despite the natural tendency to listen when someone's talking about you, I tune out the teacher's speech halfway through when he introduces me to the class. I notice a flash of dark hair and see that someone is looking at me. A girl with really long, straight hair that is pretty eye-catching. As she sees me looking back at her, she covers her face with her hands as if she will make her invisible. Okay. Waifu bait, possibly a waifu bait. I'm gonna keep looking. There's one boy with a cane leaning against the lockers at the rear of the class. It's weird seeing someone so young with a cane. Another girl seems to be making some weird hand motions. Sign language? She peers at me over the rims of her glasses, then goes back to whatever she's doing. She's kinda cute. So is that cheery looking girl with pink hair sitting next to her. She's really hard to miss. I don't know how I didn't notice her the moment I walk in. Please welcome our newest classmate. He claps his hands, and so does everyone else, except the one girl in the first row who has only one hand. I cringe a little, but hide it by bowing in thanks for this applause I did not deserve. The collective silence tells me that I should open my mouth now. So, I'm Hisao Nakai. And after that, my hobbies are reading and What? Okay, now I'm just kind of freaked out because those are things that I actually do enjoy doing a lot. I haven't played soccer in a long time, but I did used to do it a lot when I was younger. My hobbies are reading and soccer. I hope to get along well with everyone else, even though I'm a new student. Jesus Christ. And after that, not being so boring. This is exactly like every self-introduction ever. I should say something more exciting. I end up saying nothing, and the teacher picks up from there. Everyone seems to be satisfied, even with what little I said. A few girls are whispering to each other, throwing glances at me. Could have gone worse. I listen to the teacher as he drones on about getting along while letting my gaze sweep across the classroom. Everyone seems to be listening to him intently when he's done, they clap their hands again, which feels like a weird thing to do. The first row girl clamps on this round, with her one hand against her other wrist that ends in a ooh. Makes me feel a little... Yeah, not gonna tell that story, actually, because that's not something I feel like I should. We're gonna be doing some group work today, so that'll give you the chance to talk with everyone. Is that okay with you? Yeah, it's fine with me. That's good. You can work with Hakamichi. She's the class representative. She can explain everything you might want to know, and who else will be able to do that better, right? How can I know? Teacher passes out the day's assignments and announces they'll be working in groups of 3. It hits me that I don't even know who Hakamichi is. Slow. Teacher seems to catch my helpless expression. Oh, right. Hakamichi is right there. Shizune Hakamichi. Ah, pink hair. What is your disability? Well, you got both hands, so you're not that girl. Yeah, we'll figure this out as we go. As he calls out her name, the cute, bubbly girl with bright pink hair and gold eyes. Those are not gold! Do not lie to me, game. Those are not gold. I have been lied to. Hey, I guess you're Hakamichi, right? It's nice to meet you. Uh-oh. What? I'm caught off guard by her laughter. I can't do an imitation of a girl laughing, so that's not gonna happen. If I had someone else here to do that. Or I could do the Titus laugh. Fuck it, I'm gonna do the Titus laugh. Ah ha 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 ha! Ah ha ha! What? I'm caught off guard by her laughter. It's nice to meet you too, but... wait, what? The game has lied to me already? Well, I have been bamboozled. I wish I had a picture of someone being... Actually, I can post that picture real fast. Give me just a second. Don't mind me, I'm just gonna waste time out of the stream. Just give me 5 minutes. God damn it, I am taking way too fucking long. But honestly, I regret nothing. Not like anyone else is watching the stream anyway. And if you are watching the stream, please let me know, because otherwise I'm gonna be sad. Because this is exactly what I anticipated would happen. Me being all alone, looking really creepy. As I just stream on Valentine's Day with no one else around me as I play a dating sim. I am really sad now that I think about that. Oh. Yeah, this is actually... I think I just depressed myself. Oh. Oh, no. Okay. Well, since this person has managed to bamboozle me, I think it's only fitting that I throw in a random picture just to compensate for it. Where the hell is that picture? Wow, the one time I actually want to do this, and it never fucking works for me. Why is the world so cruel? I can't even make terrible jokes about myself to help cope with my crippling loneliness. Ah. Wow, it is actually just completely gone. I can't find this fucking thing anywhere. Where the hell did I put this picture? I mean, at this point, I've wasted so much time on this joke, I might as well see it through, so I gotta find it. Fuck it, I'm cutting the intermission! Going to intermission, and I'll be back in like 5 minutes as soon as I comprehend the concept of finding one fucking picture. I am so lonely. I am very sorry. Give me an egg. Well, after epically failing to find one goddamn picture, I found it. So let's just cut back to the game and actually fucking insert this picture so I can end this joke and I can feel slightly better about myself, but not much because I'm still fucking sad. Goodness. You ever have that feeling where you just want to do something? You want to try and make one little joke, and everything falls apart. Just like my sex life. If I had a sex life. That's not Hakamichi, that's Misha. You thought it was fruit, but I am Doggo, bamboozled again. And now to delete that joke and then never bring it up again because I am so fucking tired at this point, and I'm fucking lightheaded now. Let's just keep going. Giggling, Misha points to the girl next to her, the one I saw using sign language before. It looks like she's been staring at me this whole time. She nods once nonchalantly to show that she acknowledges my presence. But only barely. Oh. Okay. So Misha's pink hair. And short and careful one. Nice to meet you. Shizune is the deaf one. Okay. Good to know. She immediately looks at Misha, who smiles and makes a few quick gestures with her hands. Hakamichi nods and makes a few gestures of her own. I start to wonder if the teacher was messing with me, saying things like, you'll be able to talk to people, and who better to explain things to you. No, now I'm thinking about it, the teacher's a dick. We're setting him up with the deaf person who he can't comprehend and probably can't understand what he's saying either. I can see you're a little confused, right? Right? But I understand why you would think I was Shi-chan. Shi-chan is deaf, so I'm the person who translates things back and forth for her. I'm like an interpreter. She says it's nice to meet you, too. That face says otherwise. You're the new student, aren't you? Well, Shi-chan, of course he is. If he wasn't, he wouldn't have been standing up there for no reason, right? Right? Seems like a very interesting person, doesn't he? That's not a question, that's a statement. This girl knows what she wants. We knew there was going to be a new student, but I didn't know you'd be here today. So soon! Ichan, right? Ichan. Yep, it fits, doesn't it? Did I say it out loud? That's a surprise. I've never liked that nickname. I don't really see how. It fits. You look just like I imagined. I'm uncomfortable now. You are freaking me out, and you look way too smug about this. Oh, scary, man. Ah ha 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 ha! Yeah, you look just like a He-chan. I wonder why everyone else thinks of me, though. Hakamichi chaps her fingers on the desk to get Misha's attention. They gesture back and forth to each other excitedly, their hands ablur. Misha seems a little overwhelmed. Sorry about that. Shi-chan wants you to know that she's class rep, so if there's anything you need to know, then feel free to ask her. Do you like the school so far? We can show you around if you haven't had the time to walk around and familiarize yourself with it. Misha stumbles with the hard word a bit, making it stick out of her otherwise fluid translation. Thanks, that'd be pretty helpful. Yeah, I just kind of came straight to class today. Ah ha 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 ha! That's no good. You should try to learn as much as you can about where you're going to be before you go there. Not just with school either. Always, even if it's a trip to a convenience store. Really, Shi-chan? Learn about where you're going. I guess I didn't bother to do that, or just didn't care enough to do so. I didn't look forward to this, even if I committed myself to go along with it half-assedly. But anyway, I don't say anything, and Misha just signs something that ends in a shrug. What was that? Seemed like it was about me. I feel like slumping over in my seat. Both of them were smiling, but that shrug hit me unexpectedly deeply. You look down. Are you okay? Don't take it the wrong way, please. I hate it when people are afraid to ask questions. That's how people learn things, by asking. Asking for help is perfectly normal, as much as needing help. Stop looking like you just failed a test. Wow. Pushy much. Like, I wouldn't say I'm the most emotional thing ever, but Jesus, Grandma. Wah ha 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 ha. Alright. Ah, and another thing. You don't have to call Shi-chan something so formal like Hakamichi or class rep all the time. Just call her Shi-chan. There it is! I was wondering when that was going to come into play. I can already tell just by looking at this. Okay, well, we found our first target, ladies and gentlemen. And by ladies and gentlemen, I mean me. I'm very lonely. Okay, maybe that's too casual. Maybe Shizune would be more appropriate. Yep, I can definitely tell you struck a chord with her. Yep, Shizune is fine.
Okay, that'd be a lot easier for me. I feel a lot more at ease. Both of them seem so friendly, so I feel like an idiot for being so apprehensive earlier. Especially about Shizune, who I assumed would be all business. Excuse me. Well, she still seems like that. Just less so, I guess. What's with the pissed face? Huh? Oh, right, we haven't even touched the assignment! We should start work now, or Shi-chan will get mad. The assignment is also kind of long, so we should start now if we want to finish it before the end of class. Ah ha 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 ha! That too. Okay, Misha, you're just Titus now. I officially redub you Titus. I'll figure out a name for you later, but until then, you're still Shizune. Shizune glares at the two of us impatiently. I don't need to know sign language to understand that. Okay, I get the message. After class, we can take a walk around the grounds together. It's a nice day today, okay? The assignment is actually very challenging to get through, combining aspects of being both difficult and unnecessarily long, just like high school. Still, we finished it a few minutes earlier than everyone else in the class, despite our late start. Shizune and Misha are really capable. They're quite different, though. The class rep is as calm and professional as she looks, while Misha's a lot more playful and girlish. Not to mention a little more easily distracted. To be honest, the two of them did most of the work. I felt guilty about that. The clock tower bells ring, signaling the end of the period. Time for lunch. Without knowing what else to do, I followed Misha, who was beckoning me into the hallway and down the stairs. We descend even below the lobby where I met Muto, down to the bottom floor. Just like everything in this school, the cafeteria seems too spacious and oddly modern in contrast to the classic exterior. Yeah, this isn't that different. This is still college, essentially. I guess it's private school, but I've never gone to private school. The big windows open to the courtyard towards the main gate. The cafeteria! Enthusiastic statement of the obvious makes people around us stare, but Misha doesn't seem to care, so we proceed to the line. Rather low. Oh my god, this is loud! Jesus! Grandma! Options. Let's turn that down a bit. There we go. It's a rather long list of menu options. It seemed great until I realized that many of them are to accommodate students who need special diets. Oh, nice. It almost feels like I'm back at the hospital, eating portions measured with scientific precision to meet the needs of the patients. I picked something at random and followed Shizune to the table, sitting opposite of her. Yeah, I didn't experience that part of the hospital. See, when I went to the hospital, it was due to a lung collapsing, and I didn't need anything to eat to fix that part up. I was mostly just waiting for the lung to be repaired manually. So, food wasn't really that much of an issue, I think. It's been a while. It's been 2 years since that incident. As I nibbled indifferently at the food I'd rather not eat, Misha pokes me in the side to get my attention and points to Shizune. I don't understand signs, so the point escapes me. Maybe looking at a person who talks to you is proper and polite. Do you want to know something? What? About anything. We're your guides, so you should ask us if there is something. Oh no. I'm not doing that one. That's just something you don't say right out of the gate. I'm gonna ask about the library. Oh yeah, is there a library in the school? Lately I've gotten into reading a lot, so I'd like to check it out. Misha gives that kind of frown that makes it clear she doesn't consider reading a healthy hobby, but then picks up her smile again. I hate when people do that. Reading is perfectly fine. There is. It's in the second floor, and we can show you to you sometime. Tongue twisting. Thanks. I turn to my food while the girls talk between themselves. Misha and Shizune sign back and forth very animatedly, throwing sideways glances at me. Misha refrains from translating. What a dick. Maybe they're talking about secret girl stuff or something. Or maybe, you know, the obvious, one of them has a crush on you. Or both. I haven't figured out if Misha does, or, sorry, Titus. Quickly notice a conversation in sign is not enough to fill a silence. We arrive in the classroom early, but we're not the first. Oh. That dark-haired girl I noticed before is slumped over her desk at the last row. She jumps a little when Misha crashes into the room with the elegance of a rhino. Fucking 10 out of 10. She shrinks deeper into her seat. I can feel her tension all the way from here, as if she were slowly turning into stone just in my presence. Misha and Shizune either don't notice it or don't mind it as they walk directly past her to their seats and begin to converse. I'm left wondering about her, even when the class is slowly filled with her students and finally the teacher. Getting into the rhythm of school feels strange. It's as if my brain remembers how this is done, but my body doesn't. Towards the end of the class, I start yawning and counting the minutes left. I shouldn't be this tired on my first day of school. Actually, no, you should be. If you're the kind of person who leaves from school for a long period of time, you probably should feel this tired and worn out because you're not used to it again. I'm using my hospital experience as an example. When I went under surgery the first time, when I woke up, I had no energy and barely wanted to move. It took 2 weeks just to make me want to go home. And then when I actually got the chance to go to school, I was very tired because I was moving around a lot more than I was used to. I shouldn't be this tired on my first day of school. Yeah, you should be. Maybe it's a long time. Yep, there it is. Before long, the final bell rings. School is finally over for the day. Besides me, Misha and Shizune are having a short conversation. After a bit of deliberation, Misha turns to me. Unfortunately, we can't stay and show you around today, Hichan. We've got to hurry already, since there's a lot of work for us to do. You'll find a way around here, I'm sure of it. Thanks, Titus. Ah, wait! Teacher said I have to see the nurse. Where do I have to go? That's so. We can at least show you that much. Come on, the nurses have their own buildings. We have to go outside. We join the flow of students making their way down the stairwell and outside. The girls pointing out other senior classrooms in the same hallway as ours. We go outside and the girls make their way to the smaller building right next to the school. It's built in the same style, so it looks like it's actually part of the main building. This is the auxiliary building here. There's a lot of official and important stuff inside, like the Yamaku Foundation office and all the nurses' office. They even have a swimming pool. How is that official? Don't be silly. It's for physical therapy. Anyway, all the nursing staff facilities are in here, right there too. The head nurse's office is on the first floor. You'll be fine from here, right? We'll be going then. See you tomorrow. Yeah, thanks. Bye. Yeah, that sounds like me. A whole building of stuff that has nothing to do with the actual education? I guess it's necessary for a place like this. Back to my inner monologues. Oh boy, I gotta tackle my nightmares again. I walk in hoping that this really will be just a quick visit like the teacher said. On a white door on the left is a green cross with the text Head Nurse and a nameplate. A voice from the inside responds to my knock almost immediately, but I can't quite make it out. It sounded a bit like an invitation to open the door, so I invite myself further in. The room is not large and smells strange. A friendly-looking man turns around on his office chair to face me as I enter. His desk is neat and tidy, but the bin under the table is overflowing with used medical utensils, and there are at least a dozen coffee cup rings lingering. Yes. Why do people do that? I don't understand that. I don't drink coffee, but why do you need that? You think you would clean up those goddamn rings. Yeah, never mind. Hello there. What can I do for you today? He's young-looking and sort of rugged, but the dimples on his cheeks wash that impression away when he smiles. Are you the nurse? He smiles like a person who has heard the same question hundreds of times. Why, yes, I am. It says so on the door, no? You can call me by my name or just the nurse, like everyone else. Of course, I shake off my confusion, realizing I should probably grab his extended hand. It's kind of hard to tell that he has an extended hand. His hands are in his pockets. Pockets! His handshake is rather firm and friendly. Right, I'm a new student and my homeroom teacher told me to come by and meet you. My name is Hisao Nakai. His eyes light up in revelation as he snaps his fingers. Oh, you're that Nakai! I was just reading your file in the morning. Some kind of chronic arrhythmia and related congenital heart muscle deficiency, right? He just was me to sit down on the vacant armchair in front of his desk. Yes. Good. Well, you've probably been briefed about the school enough, so I'll just go over this quickly. We have all kinds of facilities available, mostly physical therapy and such. There's always something for my staff around, even at night, so never hesitate to call us if there's a problem. The famous 24-hour nursing staff. Wow, this is like a hospital. Well, not exactly. For instance, we don't do brain surgery here. His joke feels so out of place that I'm left thinking, why did he even say that? Yeah. Just that it's really weird to have so many medical people in school. You'll get used to it. I'm not sure of that myself, but I'll let the nurse know it. Let me just find your file again. While he's searching for something in his computer and he shuffles stacks of papers around, I let my gaze wander around the room. It's the epitome of generic, I'd like to say. Beige walls and ceilings, dark gray laminate flooring, and all the equipment you'd expect from a school nurse's office. Even the ridiculous educational posters hanging on all 4 walls, reminding me to eat properly 3 times a day from all food groups. I still don't follow that, and I secretly hate myself for doing that every goddamn day. I wish I was working on that. Smiling, the nurse draws a thick file from the stack of similarly thick files and opens it. So, you already have medication for your arrhythmia. Just remember to take your pills every morning and evening, or it won't be much help. Apart from that, do you do any sports? Ash stuff like, I don't know, boxing? Oh, he opened an eye. He grins to his own joke, but I don't. Well, I play soccer occasionally with some classmates. Alright, I'm afraid I'm going to have to recommend you refrain from doing that, at least for the time being. Oh. My lack of reaction makes him raise an eyebrow, but really, I'm not too bothered by him forbidding me to kick a ball around. I guess I never did it out of burning passion for the sport, just to have something to do. Okay, now that's actually really creepy. That's also what I did. I was never that into soccer. Any kind of concussion might be very dangerous to your heart, and risking another attack is not a good idea. The previous one caused by a sudden concussion to the chest area? There is no mention of the cause in your papers. Not exactly. I sidestep the question acceptably, and he glances at me over his papers with a more serious expression on his face. Still, you need to keep your body healthy, so some exercise would do you good. We have physical therapy and such available, as I said, but I don't think you really need such heavy measures. Just get some light exercise regularly. Brisk walks or even light jogging, jumping rope, that sort of thing. Swing maybe? There's a pool here. So I was told. You were? Very good. Very good. This guy almost reminded me of Dr. Eggman, but not quite. He doesn't have a bald head. At any rate, you've been told this before, you just need to take care not to overexert yourself. He wagged his finger to emphasize the point. No need really, I've heard this 1,000 times already. Absolutely no unnecessary risks. Take care of yourself. Okay. Goes over my papers one more time and sets them on the desk, obviously content. Good. That's it. Come meet me if you need me. And this is a lot more boring than I thought it'd be. I was hoping in the stream I'd have somebody to talk to, but no one is around. Oh, wait, hold on. Someone else is around. Hello, nurse? Probably goodbye, nurse. Goodbye, nurse. Don't judge a book by its cover, dude. Does that make me one of them? One of us? I should go somewhere, too, to prevent me from getting lost. It's around dinner time, but I feel tired instead of hungry. Oh, that actually kind of hits close to home. Oh, I don't want to talk about that one. I've already poured out my life story in here. I don't want to do that again. Room 119. Room 119. Nameplates on the room adjacent to mine are blank. I guess there are just 2 of us here. Hello? Is anyone home? From inside I hear a few movements, and the clicking of way more locks than I thought those doors had. After a few moments, the door squeaks open. What kind of music is that? Who is it? Blind? No, at least not completely. I don't have eyeglasses if he was. He leans closer to me until our noses are almost touching. His breath stinks of garlic. It's Harry Potter! And apparently he's developed a phobia of vampires! Isao Nakai. I am moving into the next room. I thought I should introduce my... His face suddenly brightens in realization. He stands back upright, thrusting his hand out in a smiling greeting. Almost straight to my diaphragm. Ew. Oh, sup, dude? Name's Kenji. Oh, hi. I take Kenji's sweaty hand and shake it, still a little rattled by the sudden change of attitude and vehement welcome. There were some suspicious-looking people going in and out of your room earlier. It was probably my parents. Your parents? You sure? Because they could have been some other people, too. Can't just look by in a cupboard. That a place proper, but left hanging between us awkwardly as I try to think of some way to respond. Harry Potter, you're kind of a dick. I'd say the chances are high enough. He shudders and makes some exaggerated hand gestures. You're a brave man, Hisao. Me? I don't think I could just... Wow. You couldn't trust the chances of your own parents coming to visit you. I'm not sure if that's sad or... No, that's just sad. Oh, boy. A wise decision. Yeah? You're smarter than you look. Probably. What do you look like? I hope you're not smart. He squints his eyes and leans closer again, but I lean backwards to dodge it. Never mind, it doesn't matter. Okay, so he is blind, essentially. Never mind, it doesn't matter. With that, he turns, fumbles around for a moment to search for the door handle, and shuts the door behind me. Well, that was Wow! This is even more generic than I thought it would be. Hi, Heat-chan. We've unpacked your things and made your bed. It said that if these don't fit, then you should go to the office tomorrow. If you have any problems, you can always call us. Love, Mom and Dad. Well, at least I don't have to worry about unpacking. I kind of hoped I would have. Then there would be something to do. It's still too early. Put the note down on the desktop and lie down on the bed, feeling drained. Lying there makes you want to read something, but I have nothing with me. I wonder if the hospital conditioned me for wanting to read when I have nothing to do. Yeah, it probably did, actually, now that I think about it. Well, that was self-conditioning. Restless urge just keeps growing until I have to stand up. Maybe it's stress or something. I was pretty nervous about it before coming, and for the entire day, too. I still am. Oh, right. Medication. Ugh. Wow. It doesn't really say that, but it could do just as well. 2 tablets daily to stay... 2 tablets daily to stay alive. Or as I like to say, go to bed! Eat a pencil! There's over 500 Pokemon! What the fire truck? Yeah. Alright, Katawa Shoujo. Day 1, finished. I woke up in a strange room. Solid morning light shimmers against the light gray ceiling. I had forgotten to draw the curtains closed last night. Huh? This is my room, isn't it? My room. This is the 3rd room this year that I'm supposed to call mine. Various things around here remind me that indeed, it's me who's supposed to be the one living here. My bag's on the floor, my new school bag books on the desk, my numerous medications on the night table. I stare at the bottles for a moment, deliberating. So I open a bottle, shake out the pill, and pop a tablet from a foil sheet. I down them with a chaser of water without thinking about the chemistry. My uniforms are in the closet. I slink out from under the sheets and stretch my back before dressing up. Putting on a new school uniform feels like dressing in someone else's clothes. The artificial smell of generic detergent invades my nose, but the feeling of fresh cloth against my back is a good one. A natural one. It It feels like a school uniform, as it should. It's not much different from what I used to wear before. That goes for other things, too. So far, this place seemed more or less like a normal school. Except for the people. I think back to my talk with Kenji yesterday, Misha's constant laughter, and Shizune's sweeping sign language gestures. Well, I've only met 3 students so far. Maybe they aren't that normal, but I'm sure others are. Or perhaps people like them are what passes for normal around here? Yeah, what does pass for normal around here? What do people do? Hold on. I didn't see a lot of the kids hanging around for class yesterday, so maybe they're clubs. If so, I wonder if I should join one. All through class, the question remains on my mind, so I decided to ask Shizune about it when we split into groups. After all, she did say if I had anything I wanted to know, I should ask her. She crosses her arms and shifts her gaze slowly to Misha, or Titus, who looks more preoccupied with trying to grind the eraser of her pencil down so that the top is perfect and evenly flat. OCD? Is that what it is? No, you wouldn't go to this kind of school if you just had OCD. She's got something else. Ah ha 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 ha! Sorry, Shishan. Is there something you wanted from me? Oh, I see. That's a good question, Hishan. My first thought is that she means she doesn't know, which is worrying. Maybe I'm being too negative. Well, anyway, Misha, please don't prove me right. Oh, that's right. Everyone is encouraged to join a club. A lot of people do so because there isn't really anything else to do. There are also school events, like a festival coming up in a few days. Almost every student in this school tends to help out with it, doing whatever. So, you actually transferred in at a busy time. Maybe you can help out too. Sure. What's the festival about? Misha freezes. Are you kidding me? Ah ha 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 ha! I don't know, Hichan. The truth is, it's a local event, and I'm not from this area, so... She starts signing desperately to Shizune, asking her to bail her out. Shizune adjusts her glasses at the end in an oddly grandiose flourish and starts signing hard and heavy. I do find this really well done. Like, the fact that I can completely understand her personality and without her ever saying a word, that's really cool. Huh? Oh. Who cares? What the fuck? Titus puffs out her chest as she shouts the words at me with a disproportionate amount of pride. Too loud. I can see heads turning to look in our direction. Not so loud. Human beings evolve with each new generation. The ideals and beliefs behind a festival will inevitably change with time. Now it's about delicious fried food and musical little games to play to win prizes. Ah ha ha ha! She clears her throat very loudly, batting his... Oh no. Finally noticing where we are, Misha stifles a yelp and quickly quiets down. Shizune doesn't seem too embarrassed at all, though, brushing it off without a care. That does not look like someone who brushed it off without a care. You lie to me, Gabe. We're in the middle of class, and we should start working. That's right, Shisha. What? That's right. Shisha, are you asking because you're interested in joining a club? Could have been my eyes playing tricks on me, but I think I saw a suspicious glance exchanged between them. Misha's tone has also changed, although it does that every other word anyway. Yeah, I was thinking about it. Misha and Shizune look at each other again. I'm about to ask what they have in mind when something dark flutters in my peripheral vision, catching my attention. Oh. Hello, where are you going? Hey, Chad, is something wrong? Do I look as uneasy as I feel? Or was Misha just looking at me looking after the girl who left? No, nothing. Where does she fit into this? Curious. Not really. Text history? Auto mode. I don't need that. Sure, I'll have lunch. Yay! Ah ha 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 ha! Okay, Hee-chan. Perfect. What is her problem? I want to know what it is. The girl with the long hair never came back. There's no music playing, so... Oh. Possibly a workaholic? Possibly. Could be wrong, though. Impossible. Really? Really. I've noticed this before, but it's kind of funny how Misha's always moving her hands and signing not only everything she says, but what anyone else is saying at any given time. Obviously, it must be so Shizune can understand it. Her eyes dart back and forth between Misha's hands and me. I don't know what I'm supposed to be looking at. I'm talking to Misha, but that might be wrong. Maybe I should face Shizune. I'm not used to looking in the direction of the person whose voice I'm hearing, but really... Shizune can't hear me. It would be disrespectful to talk to her not only through Misha. Then again, isn't that what she's doing? Ah, my brain! A contest because contests are competitions over a prize. If there's no prize in line, it's not really a contest. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Uh-oh. I may have gone in too deep. Workaholic. Okay. How am I supposed to know where anything is? Why are you asking me where I should eat? Yes, I did want to know more about the clubs. Where can I club some... No. We're not going to finish that statement on stream. Not particularly. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I don't like what you two are plotting. I can't read lips or fingers, but actually that sounds disgusting now that I think about it. Ugh. Why is it so great? No reason. Only trying other than clubs and the upcoming festival. There is one thing. Student. Oh fuck! Don't you make me take responsibility. Do I look like someone who is responsible for you? My heart could give out at any moment. Speaking of heart giving out at any moment, go into intermission because fucking I don't know. Got nothing better to do. BRB, making Legends of the Modern Warfare. I'll put on some music in the background to satiate you people though. And by you people, I mean me, because I'm all alone.
know, in hindsight, think about it again, this might actually not be the best time to be doing this. This was definitely the joke. That was definitely the joke, doing it on Singles Awareness Night. But, no one's gonna be around to watch this, and I don't have anyone else to really, like, bounce ideas off of at the same time. So I think I'm gonna cut the stream short tonight. So if there was anyone that was actually watching, sorry. Maybe some other time. But until next time, ice out.